Welcome to our next big trip. We are at the airport in Frankfurt and we're almost ready to board. In a few minutes we're going to go to the plane and then we fly to Copenhagen. There we'll have a layover of around 3 hours and then we'll go to Chicago. America, here we come. Welcome to Chicago. We are officially in the United States. We made it. We came on a very empty flight. I think the only flight from Copenhagen that day. And we are slowly settling into travel mode again. It's the first time we are traveling intercontinental since the pandemic hit us. And we think that it's possible and we're about to find out. Let's go and explore Chicago with us and see if traveling during Corona times is still a possible solution to go out and see the world. And we will check a few things, how it is to show everyone that we're vaccinated with our European passports that are not common here, I would say. Where do you have to wear a mask? Where do you have to be vaccinated? We'll check all that. Welcome to our new adventure!
Your attention please. Your attention please. Please follow public health guidelines during the COVID-19 pandemic. Protect our staff and other riders by wearing a face covering at all times while on CTA service. Do not board crowded buses or trains, and spread out evenly inside.
Welcome to our Airbnb. Checking in was super easy. It was contactless, so there's a little box at the door. You have to put in a key code and then you get your keys. Everything easy and no contact with anyone. And of course, yeah, with COVID, that's nice. But looking at this Airbnb, it's really nice. And I assume that the person who put all the stuff in here must be a really inspiring and artsy person, so it would have been really nice to meet up and talk to each other. As you can see, there are no queues in front of any museum or something like that. Everything is empty. I think we might be the only ones out here at the Field Museum, and yeah, we're now gonna check out if we can enter the exhibition. So we just entered the museum and we had to show proof of vaccination, and it was no problem because she accepted the European card, but there's no photo on the European vaccination record, so you have to show your ID as well. But it was easy and she was super friendly and it seemed as if she was used to it, so very easy. We are still inside the Field Museum and this is the exhibition about mammals, and we've been sitting here for around 5 minutes now and there's not a single person walking around here. So one thing that we can definitely say about traveling in pandemic times is that if you go to a museum, you will be there almost alone. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Earlier today I told you that there's almost no tourists in Chicago right now, and we feel like we're the only people walking around the streets. And to be fair, if you want to see a tourist, you have to go to the Cloud Gate, the little shiny chrome bean. And yeah, to be fair, here there are a few people around. Not what there's normal to see, but you can see a few people down here and a few tourists as well. So there are still tourists in town. If you're waiting for the train in Chicago, there's a nice little toaster light on top, and it makes you nice and warm while you're waiting for the train. We are out again, and did I already mention Chicago is really cold, and normally I think it's not mandatory to wear a mask in the streets while walking around, so I could easily put her down. But one good thing of COVID though is that when you're in Chicago you can wear your mask in the streets and it keeps everything nice and warm. So that's one of the positive aspects of being in Chicago while COVID is active. So nice and warm under the mask. Bye bye Airbnb. Bye bye. Okay everyone, we are on the train and we left Chicago behind it. The first few days were intense but not as turbulent as I thought. Everything was quite manageable. Of course you sometimes have to show your vaccination when you want to dine in somewhere, but hey, I mean, we're in the pandemic and we're traveling, so it's definitely still possible to travel. My recommendation would be go out there and try it. It's, as always, when you're at home thinking about what is going to happen, you will end up making thoughts that are far from reality. Most of it will be fine. You just have to go out there and try. With this said, this is the end of our first video from the United States. We are off for new adventures. We're going to take the California Zephyr to California, and yeah, that might be our next video if we find some time to edit while traveling. Thanks for watching, and bye. And now you switch off YouTube, go out and make your own adventures. Until then, bye.